Master the art of influence, Integris Influence, by the way, and explode your sales. So you've built your sales practice, doing a great job, got beautiful things happening, but is it satisfying you at every conceivable level? Or are you ready to elevate the sales game? Or what if eventually you're not even doing the sales yourself, but building, growing, training, leading salespeople, or simply selling more for yourself? If this resonates, there's some interest, then this is for you. 77% of salespeople, though, experience burnout, exhaustion, and the average salesperson, I can't even believe this is true, makes $65,000. And those numbers are according to Salesforce. I've got to believe that Mark Benioff is reporting the statistics accurately. That's a problem. We got Willie Loman on the one hand and Gordon Gekko on the other. We got Ben Affleck and Glenn Ross on the one side. We got Jack Lemmon on the other. And what if you don't have to be either? What if you can create massive acceleration in sales and do it with heart, integrity, and of course, a different level of mastery? And many sales professionals find themselves in this constant cycle of chasing leads, struggling to hit quotas, and facing constant rejection, even though it doesn't really exist. But that's a story for later. But this is how it feels. All of this, as the world becomes more and more intense and competitive, so we're working longer hours, getting more exhausted, having clients become more price sensitive. And if you've had it, we have some answers. Through Unblinded, we've helped countless salespeople change their approach, not only so they make more money, so it just feels better. I don't know about you, but pitching, hooking, closing, how does that feel? For me, it feels like yuck. But what if it's about opening the mind and heart of people, the loving pursuit of the relevant truth, and through something that we call PGAS, Prompt Gap Acceptability Solution, you can bring integrity forward, because the greatest salespeople in the world sell nothing. And second, the greatest salespeople in the world know that the way out isn't by becoming more effective at selling, it's about becoming more optimal at creating exponentially more sales meetings. All this is possible while completing, forming agreements, what you might have formerly called closing, more agreements, more deals, more opportunities with greater degrees of efficiency, residuals, and masterful, powerful relationships that are not based on price and transaction, but on relationship and value. Simply put, how would you feel about working less and achieving more? Of course, that's a yes, but it isn't a pipe dream. And you might be thinking, dude, I'm already successful. I hit my targets, my quotas. I make money. I'm making 100K, 250, 500,000. I'm all good. And that's fine if that's all you want. Now, listen, that's totally cool. This isn't about just more money, but it could be about more impact and more money or more time freedom. But do you have it all? Do you have the money, the time freedom, the impact you desire? And most importantly, do you have a growth mindset? Do you love people? If you got those things, we got you. Because the master is always looking to rise. The dabbler is settling. Now, I'm not judging. I'm just simply assessing, because I don't think there's any way, as Socrates said, that we can't live any greater way than in seeking to become still better than we are. How does that resonate or not for you? So we think like, dude, what do you know about selling? I'll outclose you all day long. Well, fun footnote, I've done a thing or two like these things. Oh, no, by the way, before we get to these things, I've also bet Grant Cardone, Jordan Belfort, and respectfully, any of you that want to bet $250,000, the money's got to go in escrow, for charity, that this work will cause me, with humility, to out-influence anyone. Harvard Law graduates, top attorneys in the nation, Grant Cardone, Jordan Belfort, you name the person, top salespeople, to out-influence them on any random set of facts. And I say that with absolute congruence and total certainty. And from Jordan Belfort and Grant Cardone, I've heard crickets. It's humble. It's like, hey, like I'm Muhammad Ali. Let's get in the arena. Let's get in the ring. Or Usain Bolt when he was the fastest man on earth. And let's get in the track, right? This is not ego. This is truth seeking. Like there's a way and it's available for you. Imagine completing agreements, what you call closing deals, with greater efficiency, more peace, more time freedom that create residual income. This is not a network marketing conversation, by the way. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not what we're talking about at all. But what it's about is how do you decide what to sell? How do you sell it? How do you exponentially grow your sales meetings if you have the superpower of causing yes? I know a lot of people that have that superpower. If you don't have it, we'll provide it. But if you do have it, what do you do with it? Because my Uncle Jimmy told me something a long time ago. He became a retina surgeon, God rest his soul. He said, if you're going to sell something, sell yachts. Well, I tell you, Uncle Jimmy, God rest his soul so much. He taught me, he's my godfather, that I sell things better than yachts. I have all kinds of businesses. And I grow sales meetings in the legal services, financial service, coaching, training, speaking services, accounting services, tax services, all of these things. And if you want to understand truly what to do with your ability to cause yes, it's in leadership, it's in management, even more than direct selling, in marketing, creating strategic partnerships, we call them ecosystem mergers, recruiting teammates. Those yeses is how I created the 100-person law firm. How I created the financial firm worth $30 million on its way to $100 million. How I created a multiple 9-figure value business in recovering money for healthcare providers. How I broke sales records on Tony Robbins stage at all his major events. I wasn't born that way. And it's available for you. And listen, there's a gap. I know there is, that's why you're watching the video, between where you are and ultimately where you want to be. The question is how committed or not, how acceptable or not, is it for you to never close that gap? And even if you're making $500,000, if you're making 50, 80, 100, cool, whatever the number is. If that's the number, do you want to stay there? And if you want to stay there financially, do you want to work less? Do you want to create more impact? Whatever that gap in its acceptability leads to, what's your solution? And what I have found, I've discovered, I'm not founding you, by the way, team. The truth is, what I'm present to, aware of, know for a fact, is that there's nothing else out there like this. And if there was, I'd be surfing and not doing this. Because this is my mission. To serve people in making their life easier in a capitalist system. I'm a capitalist. I love capitalism, but with heart integrity. That's why Tony Robbins said nobody leads with more heart and more integrity. Yes, Tony Robbins said this than Sean Callagy, me. And I want to provide that heart and integrity in selling for you to grow exponentially, not just in your money. That gets tired and bored. But your impact, the way you serve, give, provide, for people who have very little and for amazing people who have a lot, where you bring your value, the superpower of causing yes, as a salesperson, the greatest power in the world. Heck, that's what the president is. Having the greatest power in the world is on the other side of causing yes. And we provide that, or if you have it, support you in an exponentially different, more masterful way of knowing what to do with it. People often say, hey, what do you do for a living? You're an attorney? Nope. You're a coach? Nope. Speaker, trainer, author? Nope. I mean, I'm not all of those things. Financial services owner? Nope. Online influencer? Definitely not. I mean, I have some aspect of all of those things in what I do. But here's what I am. I'm a person that integriously collects relationships with people committed to masterfully and integriously causing yes. I am someone who is committed to acquiring relationships with people, integriously so, with people who are committed to mastery, to integriously cause yes. That's what I'm up to in the world. That's how we solve all the big problems. Every one of them. Hunger, thirst, homelessness, addiction. That's how we do it. That's why I'm doing this. Because it doesn't have to be this way, but for every pipe dreamer on a vision board, good people, seeker out there saying, I know I'm going to meditate my way, the world being better. I believe in God. I do pray. But I also believe faith without works is dead. Without a vision, our nation will perish. But without a masterful how-to that is masterfully executed, the vision dies and the people perish anyway. Coming together with people who integriously, heart-centeredly can cause yes, to gather together That's my mission in the world. So I spoke on Tony's stage 19 times. Why people like Lee Steinberg, the actual Jerry Maguire, put me on his stage. Lee Steinberg bought our program. Jay Abraham at some point called me the future of his work. Asked me if I take it forward in the world. I said with great humility, love, and respect, because Jay unlocked me a long time ago. So for you, it's possible. I mean, you could stop and go have some beers, watch a Jet game. You know, oh my God, they're terrible. Will they ever get the Super Bowl in my lifetime? I hope. I don't think so. Well, I do believe. That's not even true. I do believe. But what is it for you that you want to commit to? Because it's possible. If you master causing yes, if you have, it will show you what to do with it at Unblinded. So if you want to elevate your sales game, I don't just mean how you sell to people, but what you do with it to create the money, time, magic, the fulfillment, the adventure, the joy that you desire, then click the link and fill out the form if this is you, and join us at our upcoming live event. You will meet the most extraordinary people from all walks of life. Impact, social media influencers, celebrity athletes, startup entrepreneurs, coaches, trainers, speakers, authors, lawyers, accountants, financial service providers. All of these people will be in the room. Click the link, fill out the form, and they will all be working with Unblinded to bring this forward. If that's you, we'll see you soon.